Hello, my name is Zach Furman, and I am the roaster for Blue House Coffee. Thank you so much for getting a cupping kit. We are so excited to go on this journey with you and talk all about coffee. Now, coffee cupping is an honored tradition between coffee growers, roasters, and baristas so that everyone is on the same page about what's going on with the coffee. Now, when we cup coffee, we're getting the coffee at its most raw form, so we're excited for you guys to share in this journey and get to try the coffees how we try them. Now, in the kit, you guys have probably seen this. This is a tasting guide. Now, these are my notes on the coffee based off of my cupping. But feel free to have your own ideas. Each of the coffee tastes different to each person. We'll kind of talk about how to go through each one and write down your own notes. On that note, we have a flavor wheel included. This is going to help you narrow down each of the different coffees and what you're actually tasting in the cup. It's a great tool. And on the back side, you guys are going to have a spot to jot down your notes. Now, this seems like a lot, but I'm going to go through each one of these and talk about how to assess that in a cup of coffee. Now, this is 2022 in a wrap. We have curated 5 of our favorite coffees of this year. We're so excited to share them with you. Each one is unique in its own way, and they are some of our most favorite coffees. So let's go ahead and dive right in.
In the ritual of cupping, the characteristics we are going to evaluate most are the acidity, body, sweetness, aroma and flavor, balance, and harmony. First up, we have acidity, where we have 3 types of acid commonly tasted. Citric acid is found in fruits like lemons and oranges. This will be a brighter and tropical taste. Malic acid is commonly found in apples. This will have a cup tasting more mellow and rounded. Finally, we have tartaric acid. This is associated with grapes. These coffees will have a more complex and flavorful cup with a lot of desirable notes, though too much tartaric acid can leave a wine note that is sometimes a little bit unpleasant. Body refers to the viscosity of the liquid. Think milk versus water. Does the coffee coat your mouth and leave some lingering feel? A heavier mouthfeel can be achieved by different brew methods. Notably, a French press or full immersion brewer will make a coffee just a little bit more full-bodied. Sweetness in coffee is defined as a simple yes or no. Specialty coffee almost always has some amount of sweetness, though how that is defined is up to the taster. As the sugar compounds caramelize during roasting, many different sweet flavors can present themselves to our palate, such as fruity, chocolatey, or even nutty. Flavor is a huge part of what makes coffee so great, but amazing flavor is not possible without the aroma. Your taste receptors are actually limited to just a few basics, but through smell we are able to get the millions of combinations of flavors that we experience. Try plugging your nose and tasting something strong. You'll see how important the sense of smell really is. Balance is an easy assessment. Simply put, is there any part of the coffee that is overpowering everything else? A great cup should be smooth without one dominating flavor. Harmony is similar to balance, but focuses on the after effects. Did the coffee leave a good aftertaste, and was it still pleasant after it cooled?
So this is our first coffee in the cupping kit. This is our Costa Rica natural process coffee. It's produced by William Mora. He's known as the king of naturals in the Valley of Tarrazú. This coffee is phenomenal. My notes on it, fudge brownies, pecans. This is a really great coffee that comes out a little bit on the darker side. I don't quite take it to second crack, but it's a really good coffee for your everyday coffee drinker. If you add in cream, this is gonna be a fantastic coffee for that. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a sip. Yeah, and it is just absolutely savory and strong. It's a great first coffee to start on to kind of set your palate in that rich coffee sense. It's full-bodied. It really coats your tongue as you try it. This is a fantastic coffee to start off the cupping kit. And here's our second coffee. This is a coffee from Colombia. It's a medium roast. It comes from the region of Huila Asprotimana. This is a coffee that's a wash process, and the coffee actually comes from a co-op. It comes from a women-produced co-op, so we really like supporting these guys. They do a fantastic job. I'm gonna go ahead and try this coffee. So this coffee, in my eyes, is our perfect crowd pleaser coffee. It's got notes of caramel in there. It's also got pear, and there's like some apricot. The acidity is fantastic. It's gonna be great paired with cream and sugar, as well as on its own. This is a staple everyday coffee, and so if you're someone who just wants to get coffee and have it in the coffee pot ready to go for breakfast, then this is gonna be the coffee for you. All right, we're halfway there. This is our third coffee. This is a coffee that is a natural process from Ethiopia. The region is the Guji region, which is fantastic. It's really growing in the specialty community as an awesome varietal and a great area where they're growing. It's grown at a really high altitude, which means a lot of the cherry and berry flavors are imparted into the bean. So it's got a really nice natural sweetness. I'm gonna go ahead and try this one. Oh, and it is just like blueberry bombshell. There's lots of nice sweetness to it. If you guys haven't had a coffee like this is gonna be a really sweet berry finish. It's gonna be a great coffee if you're doing a pour over. If you guys go into AeroPress, this is a really great coffee for that one as well. A fantastic coffee in the middle of the section that's really sweet. Okay, and we're on to a very special coffee that's near and dear to our hearts. This is a geisha coffee from the Dominican Republic. Geisha is a varietal of coffee cherry that's known in the whole world as being one of the best varietals of specialty coffee that there is to get right now. This is, the notes on it are super floral, lots of really nice sweetness to it. It grows great at high altitude. But the reason this coffee is so special to us is because of our foundation, the Dame Lu, which translates to see the light. Now, we've gone down to the Dominican Republic as a team, and the proceeds from this coffee sales are going towards buying glasses in the Dominican Republic. So it's a really cool opportunity for us to be able to give back to the community down there where we get this amazing coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and try this one. And this coffee is just absolutely delicious. This is one of my favorite ones that we've done all year. This is one of our most exclusive coffees, and so I'm so excited to include this in our cupping kit. Okay, and we're on to our last coffee. This one is just a out of left field, super different coffee. One of the biggest trends in specialty coffee right now is different fermentations. So the coffee farmers are adding in different crops from their field into the coffee and fermenting it in a chamber. Similar process to like making beer. This is a Canela coffee. It's fermented with cinnamon sticks. The first time you guys took a smell of this, I'm sure you noticed this is a very, very cinnamony coffee. So this coffee is outrageously over the top. It is like holiday cheer in a cup. My first notes on it when I cupped it was cinnamon sticks, almost like Fireball. It brings me back, brings up holiday memories over the years. I'm gonna go ahead and try this one. Oh, and it is just so savory, so good. And we don't have very much of this coffee, so really enjoy it in this holiday season. This is a great coffee for Christmas morning. This is exactly what I'm going to be having on Christmas morning. Thank you guys so much for trying this coffee with us. Guys, thank you so much for making 2022 so special. We are so excited to wrap up this year at Blue House Coffee. We had so much fun roasting coffee and brewing it for you at the farmers markets, at our cafe, and if you've been to any of our partners, thank you so much for supporting us this year. On behalf of the Blue House team, thank you so much for stopping in, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.